So yesterday, Trump held one of his briefings and he just torched the press corps. It was like watching a guy with a flamethrower. Somebody put out a cartoon afterwards of just all the different press outlets on fire, charred black, and Trump saying, any other questions? He played a video showing that they acted slower on the virus than he did. Let's play a little bit of that. It's cut 8.
People should be more concerned right now with the flu in this country.
A lot of people are concerned about the coronavirus because they're hearing a lot of news about it right now. But the reality is, comparing it to the flu, for example, it's not even close to being at that stage.
What if it is worse? Is this a moment where maybe countries put politics aside, a little bit of pride aside, and do we have U.S. officials? Should U.S. professionals such as yourself get involved?
How worried should Americans be about coronavirus?
Coronavirus is not going to cause a major issue in the United States.
Well, we've asked them to accelerate whatever they're doing in terms of a vaccine.
We will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days.
To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency.
a great big F you to the press. A video they're forced to sit there during the briefing and watch. CNN is cutting away. They run these afterwards. They're running these kind of crybaby chyrons, like Trump uses task force briefing to try and rewrite history to the truth. Trump melts down in angry response to reports he ignored virus warnings. Just unbelievable stuff. What was the other one? Yeah, that was that was Jim Acosta, you know. And the thing is, the whole thing about the press is Trump is mean, he's crazy, he's angry. But, you know, the thing is, it's not about Trump. The fact is, it takes a Trump to break through their walls of lies. And that's what I'm talking about. They don't know. They don't entirely know that they are tools of the postmodern left. They don't know that they've become oppressive. They don't know that everything they say is a lie because they're all surrounded by people who agree with them. But we know, and people are afraid, and it took a Trump to stop and fight back. It's an amazing, amazing thing. All right, you know, we're going to talk more about that press conference because it really was a moment where you saw, oh, this is why people love this guy, and it's why they hate him, because you also said a couple of things that were kind of goofy, and we understand that it's his goofiness, it's the fact that he is living on planet Trump that makes him able to do this when other people are afraid. They're afraid of losing their jobs, they're afraid of losing their sponsors, they're afraid of losing their friends, they're afraid of losing their social media platform, and they have created, it's the left, it's Jim Acosta and CNN and MSNBC and NBC that have created this fear, and they don't know that they're the tools of a leftist philosophy that has been taught in universities. They are just unknowing, unwitting tools because they're part of that philosophy, because everyone around them is part of that philosophy. Everyone they know is part of that philosophy. All the cool kids, to their minds, are part of that philosophy, and they've become fine with it, fine with being the tool of that oppression. And the fact that we're afraid is just a mark of how deplorable we are. The fact that we're afraid of losing our job. Well, if you weren't racist, if you weren't sexist, if you weren't all the things that the left has created, the ideas that the left has created as being the 7 deadly sins, then you wouldn't have this problem. Everything would be at peace. But what they're really telling you is they are in control of reality. Like the old show, The Outer Limits from the 60s, we're in control of your television set. Don't touch that dial. Well, Donald Trump has touched the dial and he's changed the channel, and it drives them nuts. Before you go, one last thing. Hit the subscribe button so that you stay up to date on all our content.